Hello biology students, and welcome to video 3 of the digestion and excretory unit. So in this video we're going to start talking about excretion in the excretory system, which is also known as the urinary system. And here we're going to define excretion as the disposal of nitrogen containing waste. So in other words, the urinary system is really how your body gets rid of extra nitrogenous waste, which can be fairly toxic to the body. So let's talk about nitrogenous waste a little bit. So if you remember way back from Unit 3 where we talked about protein metabolism, remember nitrogenous waste is what results when I break down amino acids and when I break down proteins. Remember that word deamination? So I'm going to draw you here. So here is an amino acid. Remember this from Unit 3. And amino acids we know are the building blocks of proteins. And if you remember, the first thing we do, if I'm going to use proteins for energy, the first thing the body does is removes this amino group, and then it uses the rest as energy. Well, this amino group, that's nitrogenous waste. It's waste containing nitrogen. And the reason this waste is so harmful, because if you look, that amino group is NH2. Well, ammonia is NH3, and it's really, really easy for that NH2 to turn into an NH3 if it combines with a hydrogen. So basically what happens is this nitrogenous waste will react to form ammonia, which is very toxic for most organisms. So luckily it turns out ammonia is water soluble, so it's not, it dissolves very easily in water. So if we're talking about an aquatic animal, they have a really easy way of getting rid of their nitrogenous waste. They just release it into the water and it dissolves and it's not a problem. However, humans and other land mammals and other land organisms are not surrounded by water, so the ammonia instead diffuses out of our cells and diffuses into the water of our cells. So we have to have a way to get it out. Okay. So the way we deal, mammals and other organisms who interact less with the water, the way we deal with our nitrogenous waste is we turn our ammonia into this compound called urea. And urea is the main component of urine. So this happens in the liver. So the liver takes that toxic ammonia and makes urea. And this urea can still dissolve in the water, but now it does not need, because it's less toxic, we can dissolve it in less water, and therefore when we get rid of our urea via urine, we can get rid of a lot less water. Okay? So now birds, reptiles, and insects, they don't make urea. They take ammonia and they make what's called uric acid instead. And this is not soluble in water. This is like a solid waste. And that's why bird poop is that kind of that white substance. That's the uric acid. That's how birds get rid of their nitrogenous waste. So we use urea. Birds and reptiles and insects use uric acid. So to summarize, we have our proteins and nucleic acids. They're broken down in amino acids and nitrogenous bases. And then they're deaminated so that amino group forms. And in aquatic animals, it becomes ammonia, NH3, and it just diffuses into the water. We turn that ammonia into urea and dispose of it via our urine. And then birds and insects turn that ammonia into uric acid and get rid of it that way. Okay. So now let's talk a little bit more about the urinary system here. So the main function of the urinary system is to get rid of this nitrogenous waste, but it also does a few other things. It also regulates water balance, so it kind of makes sure the blood has the right amount of water. It gets rid of excess water if there's too much, and it retains water if there's too little. And it also regulates salt levels, pH, etc. And the main organ of the urinary system is the kidney. Okay? So because the kidneys are so important to the system, let's break them down a little bit. So the kidneys, we have 2 kidneys, and they're kind of located towards your back, and each one has 1 million functional units, and the functional unit is the part of the kidney that does the work, and these functional units are called nephrons. Okay? And what the nephron does, it basically pulls what we call filtrate out of the blood. So it takes all the fluid out of the blood, and that fluid contains water, glucose, it has amino acids, it has that nitrogenous waste, it has ions, it has vitamins. And then it refines the filtrate, it concentrates the urea, puts all the urea together, turns that urea into urine, and then returns the water and the useful salts back to the blood. Okay, and this happens about 60 times per day. Okay, so the kidney has many pieces, 3 main sections. So the outer part of the kidney, this part right here, that is called the renal cortex. And renal, that word renal always refers to kidney. The inner part is called the medulla, and that's kind of this part right here. And then the very center, the open chamber right here, that's called the pelvis, the renal pelvis. And each of these little yellow things, remember there are millions of these, 1 million per each kidney, those are the nephrons, okay? That's the part of the kidney that actually does the filtering. And the nephron actually also has many parts. It has the part called the Bowman's capsule, which is this little part right here. It has the glomerulus, which is a bunch of blood vessels inside the Bowman's capsule. It has the renal tubule, which is kind of this nice long loop here, okay? And it has a collecting duct, which is where the urine's going to collect, and that's that part right there. Okay. So remember we said the renal cortex, that's the outermost part of the kidney, and that's where blood is brought in to the kidney, because remember the kidneys are filtering the blood. So the blood is brought in by the kidney, and then the middle part, the medulla, that's kind of where the blood is filtered, and it's where the urine starts to travel out the kidney. And then finally the pelvis, that open chamber, is where the urine collects and goes to the ureters, which are the tube that's going to bring the urine to the bladder. Okay, so let's talk about the nephron a little bit. Remember, the nephron is those big, those sections that filter the blood. Okay, so the nephron, each nephron is a folded tube, a folded tubule, and it's all the blood vessels associated with it. Okay, so when we look at the picture of the nephron, we saw that Bowman's capsule was the first part of the nephron, and it wrapped around the glomerulus. And remember, the glomerulus is the capillaries, or the blood vessels that carry the blood to the kidney. Okay, so what's going to happen is the filtrate, all the stuff in the blood that we want to filter, is going to leave these blood vessels and it's going to enter the nephron via the Bowman's capsule. So these two things together make up the blood filtering unit. It creates the filtrate. Okay, and the Bowman's capsule, I said, is that cup-shaped capsule that surrounds the glomerulus, and the glomerulus is the ball of capillaries that bring the blood to the Bowman's capsule. Okay? So then what's going to happen next? Once all the filtrate is pulled out of the blood and enters the Bowman's capsule, it's then going to move to the renal tubule, that big loop, to be refined. So the renal tubule has three parts: the proximal tubule, which we'll see in a picture in a second, the loop of Henle, and the distal tubule. Okay, and then this renal tubule, that's going to pull all the things out of the urine that out of the blood we don't want to make urine, and it's going to keep all the things we want to keep in the blood. And then finally, all the things we want to get rid of are going to drain into the collecting duct to form urine. So let's look at a picture here. Okay, so here, here's the blood coming into the kidney to be filtered. You can see all those little blood vessels in there, that little net, that's the glomerulus. We're going to pull all of the filtrate out of the blood, and it's going to enter the Bowman's capsule. Okay, and once it does that, it's going to move to the renal tubule to be filtered. So here's the proximal tubule, the first part of the renal tubule. Here's the loop of Henle, and here's the distal tubule. So what we're going to do in this section that I just showed you, we're going to be putting the good things back in the blood and taking the bad things out. And then finally, now we just have bad things, nitrogenous waste we don't want, and that collects as urine in the collecting duct. Okay. So one more time to put it all together. So here's the kidney. If we look at just one nephron, this is what it looks like here. So this picture is backwards of the one we just saw, but it's the same thing. So here's my artery coming in. Here's the glomerulus dropping off the blood. I pull the filtrate out of the blood. It runs through the proximal tubule, the loop of Henle, and the distal tubule, and it gets filtered. The good things are put back in the blood, and then the urine is collected in the collecting duct. Okay? So that's it for video 3, and we'll talk more about this in video 4.